Hey, what's going on, guys? This is GameNut321, and welcome to another video about Five Nights at Freddy's. Today, we're going to go over the Mangle from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. A viewer of mine actually asked me if I can do a video on the Mangle, so here you go, man. Out of all the research I've looked up tons of videos, I've looked up tons of articles on like Google and stuff like that, and I'm going to put together everything that I found so far and put it in this video. So here we go, guys. All right, guys, so let me go over a couple things before we continue on with this video. First of all, the Mangle is actually the toy version of Foxy. You know how there's other animatronics in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, like Toy Chica, Toy Bonnie, and Toy Freddy? Now, this new Mangle, the Mangle, actually has makeup on, and the reason why he has makeup on is because, you know, they wanted to make it kid-friendly for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 for those animatronics, and there's makeup on it, so it's obviously a toy version of Foxy. And also, people are wondering why the Mangle is actually torn up and all weird and goofy looking. The reason why that is because since not New Foxy, the Mangle is actually located in Kids Cove, I believe, is actually an attraction for the children. The children actually take apart the Mangle and put him or her together, and just create whatever it is, and that's what the Mangle was used for. The Mangle wasn't torn up. The Mangle was never scrap metal or just put on the side. It was an actual animatronic that the kids just put together just to play around with and stuff like that, you know. Maybe the reason why he looks so screwed up is just because the kids just have a goofy imagination. I really don't know, but that's just how it is. I don't know what children would put together the Mangle like that, all goofy looking, but that's what I wanted to address to you guys before I start with this other facts or these other information, because people don't know all this basic stuff about the Mangle. So just a quick recap, the Mangle is the toy version of Foxy, and the kids actually used the Mangle as an attraction to put him together and stuff like that. The Mangle was an actual animatronic that kids put together just for funsies. Okay, guys, so the next thing I want to go over is the actual gender of the animatronic. Now, all these animatronics are just robots. They're not supposed to have like genitals or anything like that, so they're not really given any statistics as to what makes them men or women. But a lot of people are thinking that the Mangle is a female because of this specific image right here. And when you actually complete Five Nights at Freddy's 2, you get access to the bonus night, and you can like adjust the difficulties and put the game mode and stuff like that. And on a specific one called Ladies Night, I believe, it actually has 3 animatronics on. You know, it has Toy Chica and the Mangle and whoever else there is. Excuse me. A lot of people believe that the Mangle is a girl, but a lot of people are saying that the Mangle is a guy just because the phone guy does describe the Mangle as he. He doesn't say her, he just says he. But a lot of people don't really know. I mean, they don't really have traits as to what makes them men or women. We really don't know, but a lot of people are thinking it's a guy, a lot of people are thinking it's a girl, but we really don't really know. I've searched up tons of videos to find out, and this is all I could really get, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I think it's a girl personally, but who knows? I mean, could be a guy. Alright, guys, so this is the next image we're going to look at right here, which is going to be the Mangle looking at you through the main hallway that's in front of you during the gameplay of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Now, if you look very closely, I went over this image before in like a past video, but I didn't really notice how there's an extra piece on the side of the Mangle's head. Now, a lot of people are saying that's actually part of his skull or anything like that, or the animatronic part inside of him, but a lot of people think that is actually another head piece from another animatronic. Now, it could be that the kids in the Kids Cove were actually using spare parts from parts and service room and actually got one of those pieces and put it on the Mangle or something like that. I'm thinking that's what it could be, but I'm really not sure. I saw like other videos of people saying like, oh, that's probably a pirate on the Mangle's shoulder because the Mangle or Foxy used to be a pirate or is a pirate, and since the Mangle and Foxy have a lot in relation, people thought like, oh, that's probably a parrot or something like that, because pirates tend to have parrots on their shoulders. I really don't know. That's the only really thing I can get from other people. I mean, I think it's probably just another piece from the parts and service room just attached to him. But yeah, I really think there's much else to go over this image right here. It's just extra parts just hanging around, just like everything else. Okay, guys, so the next thing I want to go over is the static noise that comes from the Mangle's mouth. Now, I don't know why the Mangle makes weird noises like that. I'm really not sure. It could be anything, but a lot of people are saying that the Mangle is probably trying to call for help for the police or something like that, because I've seen plenty of videos and people are like making theories about what the static noise is saying, and some people are saying if you listen to the static noise very closely, it says 10-1, I believe. And a lot of people are saying that 10-1 is like a code for saying lost transmission, or they can't connect to the police station. I really don't know, but I really don't believe that. I think it's just static noise coming from the Mangle's mouth just to spook you. I really don't know, but I highly doubt that means anything about calling the police or anything like that. I can't really say much here because everywhere else I've looked, I've seen and heard about the same thing and people saying he's calling the police, but could be anything. But let's move on to the next thing. Okay, guys, so the last thing I want to go over with you guys about the Mangle is the actual animation that happens when the Mangle kills you. Because of this animation, it kind of gives it away that the Mangle is the one animatronic that caused the bite of 1987. Now, we all know that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a prequel compared to Five Nights at Freddy's 1. So maybe Five Nights at Freddy's 2 took place closer to 1987 where the bite took place. And I forgot where it says, I forgot where it says the bite of 1987 happened, but I believe it was said that the frontal lobe was the area that the child was bitten during that time. So since the Mangle actually kills you, he kind of bites you in your frontal lobe, and because of that animation, it kind of gives it away that the Mangle is probably the reason why the bite of 1987 happened. Now, a lot of people believe that Foxy was the one, but now with this new animation from the Mangle, it kind of seems that the Mangle was the one who caused the bite of 1987. There's not much else I can really say here, but a lot of people are guessing that. There is no real proof, though, but it just makes more sense to have the Mangle be the reason why the bite of 1987 existed. Alright guys, so I really hope you enjoyed that video about the Mangle, and I hope you know a little bit more about the Mangle. Now, over here, I'm just going to give you guys some theories of mine, because I tend to do theory videos about Five Nights at Freddy's quite often, and a lot of people seem to like them. And instead of just me doing these little information videos, maybe I could just do theory videos at the end of all my information videos about Five Nights at Freddy's games. My theory about the Mangle, I don't really have much to say about the Mangle, but I think the Mangle is just something very, very odd. I don't know why the Mangle would be an animatronic or an attraction for kids to tear apart. I don't even know who would think about that or why that would be an option for kids to actually take apart an animatronic. I mean, these kids are really meant to be looking at those robotic animals, and they're supposed to look at them like cartoon characters, but now they're actually breaking into these guys, putting them together, and I think that's actually really creepy. And to be able to make it to where the Mangle can actually move around all weird is actually quite odd. What if the Mangle and the animatronics were possessed, and they could be possessed based off of the theories and stuff about the puppet possessing them and stuff like that, or trapping those kids' souls in them? What if those kids were demonic and they can force children around them to do specific things? Because if you haven't noticed, children were singing a really weird song. At the beginning of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 trailer, they were singing a song called London Bridge is Falling Down. And there's something behind that song, but something tells me that kids interact with these animatronics. And for the Mangle to be taken apart and put together by children is really odd. And for the Mangle to be moving around is very strange. And I'm starting to think that it's haunted, and other kids, even kids that are not dead, just kids coming into Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, is being mind controlled by these animatronics and something like that. There's some type of connection with the children and animatronics, and it just causes the whole place to be very creepy. And that's really all I really have to say about the Mangle in my comments. There's really nothing much. We don't really have a backstory with the Mangle. Hopefully in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, there'll be something about the Mangle, or maybe if you look at a camera, we could look at the wall, and then maybe we can see a poster, and there'll be some text about the Mangle. I really don't know, guys, but there's really nothing much else I have to say. So I really hope you guys liked this video. It wasn't really much. I could have been more energetic, but it's kind of late and I'm tired. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up. If you have a suggestion on who I should do next, what kind of other video I should do, if you want me to go over Chica or Bonnie, or if you want me to do a parody like I did last time with the how to make Five Nights at Freddy's 2 kind of scary. Actually, I'll just put an annotation on screen. If you haven't seen that video, it's pretty funny. It's my second most popular video right now on my channel, so go check it out. But yeah, I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and peace out.